Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti from anthonymorganti.com. In this video, I'm going to introduce the Instax Share Printer from Fujifilm. It's a really slick little printer that will wirelessly print instant prints from your smartphone or from your Fujifilm camera. And here's a little example. You can see they're little credit card size prints. And I've been having a lot of fun with this. Do a couple things. I go to a lot of concerts, not as a photographer, but as a fan. So I don't have my camera with me, but I do have my smartphone with me. So what I do is I take a lot of photographs of the band, and when I get home, I could print those photographs to the Fujifilm Instax printer, and it's a lot of fun. The other thing I do is I do a lot of street photography, and whenever I photograph a street performer or maybe a vendor, I'll have that little printer with me, and you can see it's really small. And I'll have this with me, and I'll print a print for them and give it to them, as a gift, as a thank you for them allowing me to take their photograph. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to load film into this. It's real easy, and how to get a print from your smartphone or from your camera. And they come little cartridges like this. They have 10 prints in them, and super easy. You just drop it in. You open up the back door, and you just line up the line. Hopefully you can see that. Just drop it in and close the door. The printer will automatically eject the cover to the film canister, and you just throw that out. But once it does that, don't open that back door until you print all 10 prints, because you'll expose the film. So that's garbage. Now, once that's done, we're going to print from the phone. Now, there's an Instax app that's available from the Android marketplace and from the App Store, Apple App Store, and it's free, and you would download it and get it on your smartphone. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the printer on. Just hold that button until it comes to life. And we have some lights here. We have 3 battery power indicators, so all 3 are lit, so I'm at full power. And then this is how many prints we have left to take, and you could see it had 10, all 10 LEDs were lit. So I have 10 prints. So as you print one, obviously that's gonna, one less LED will be lit. So we're gonna go to the phone first, and here's the Instax Share app. And I'll open that for now. Let me get out of there. As you can see, I was playing with it. Anyways, we could do a number of things. We could just go and take a picture right away and send it to the printer immediately. We could do what they call a real-time template, which is they're just templates that will time and date stamp the prints and do some other cool stuff if you want to. You could experiment with stuff like that. We could choose from photos. This is what I usually do if I'm at a concert. I'll take a bunch of photographs with my phone, and when I get home, I choose from my photos and print the ones I want to print. Choose from SNS, and that is Facebook and Instagram. So you could tie in to your Facebook account or tie into Instagram, and you could print any of the images that you have up there. Once you print something, you could reprint it and just hit that button. And then there's some settings. Mainly that is to change the 4-digit password for the Instax. It comes factory programmed with 1111, and you really won't need that for the phone app, but you would need that for your camera, and you could change it from here. So what I want to do is I'm going to print some from my existing photos. Now what we have to do first though is tie the phone into the printer. So we're going to close the app down, and the printer puts out its own Wi-Fi signal. And you go to settings, and let me see if I could get it so there's no reflection or minimal reflection. And we're going to go to Wi-Fi, and you're going to see all the networks that are in my neighborhood. And you can see one is Instax, and we're just going to open that one. And once I get the check mark over here, I know that I'm actually tied into the printer network now. So I'm going to close that down. I'm going to go open up the Instax Share app. And as I mentioned, I'm just going to choose from an existing photo. You can see I have some photos on here. I don't have a lot at the moment. But let's see if I can find one that is halfway decent. Well, I mentioned I use it for concerts. Here is my son's band playing at the Hard Rock Cafe. So why don't I pick that? And you could see it kind of lays it out how it will be printed. And you could hit here and you could add the title and some information to it. And if you keep hitting that, it'll change colors. And then it will put borders on. You can just keep going through. Then it's saying some templates like Valentine's Day, Merry Christmas, stuff like that. Now I don't want any of this, so I'm just going to toggle through until I'm back where I started. As you can see, there's quite a few. So bear with me. Okay, we're back where we started, and I'm going to print it. So, oh, before I do that, actually, you could edit it. So you could go up here to edit, and you could see, you could go to those templates that I just did. You could rotate the photo, or you could do these filters. And there's just a few filters here, an intelligence filter, black and white, and sepia. I'm going to do the intelligent filter. I think it does a nice job. Kind of enhances contrast and sharpens the image a little bit. We're going to click done, and then we're going to click print. Hopefully you could see all this. And then it will wirelessly send it to the printer. And saying printing is complete, click OK. Now if I wanted to print another one, like for my wife or something, I could just hit reprint and I could print another one. Now once it's printed, it depends on the room temperature, but it usually takes around 2 minutes to develop. And you don't have to rub it, don't shake it, don't do anything like some of you older people like me might remember the old Polaroid prints you used to shake. Don't do any of that. It will just fade in, and as you can see, it's doing it a little bit now. And after about 2 minutes, it'll look pretty much totally developed. So that's printing from a smartphone. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to print from your Fujifilm camera. In this case, I'm using a Fujifilm X-T1. The first thing we have to do is set up the camera to communicate with the printer. So what we're going to do is turn the camera on. We're going to go to the menu. We're going to go to the setup menu. And all the way down to the bottom, number 3. And at the very top of that menu is connection setting. We're going to open that up. And at the bottom of this menu is Instax printer connection setting. We're going to open that up, and you can see it's asking for an SSID. Now, the SSID is written on the back of the printer. So hopefully you could see it. It's right there. It's 00339999. That will be a unique number to every Instax printer. So look at the back of your printer and then enter it into your Fujifilm camera. Click OK. Now it's asking for the password, and as I mentioned, the factory default password is 1111. You can change that with a smartphone app if you want to change that. So we're going to click OK. So you're out taking images. You have the camera set up to communicate with the printer. When you're ready to take some or to make some prints from the images you have, turn the printer on. You hold that button in just for a second. It comes alive. Then go to preview. In my case, in my Fuji X-T1, I just hit that button. And here's a picture of my cat that I just took a second ago. I want to print that. So we're going to go to menu. Now this is the playback menu because I'm displaying the image on the back of the camera. And we're going to go down to playback menu number 2. Number 2. And then at the very bottom, you'll see Instax Printer Print. Enter that. Now it's connecting, as you can see, to the printer. It says it did, and click OK to transmit. So we're going to click OK. Now it's sending the image to the printer. And you can see it only takes a second. And it will spit out our print. And again, it will depend on the ambient room temperature, but I found usually around 2 minutes it's fully developed. And you can see it's blank at the moment, but in a couple minutes that will be fully developed. Here's the one I printed earlier from the smartphone. That's my son's band at the Hard Rock Cafe. And of course, here's one that I took a couple days ago of our cat. All right, that's it. That's how you use the Fujifilm Instax Share Printer to print these credit card size instant prints. I think you have a lot of fun with it. Maybe if you go to concerts like I do, if you, street photography and you want to give some prints away. If you go have little kids and you want maybe having a birthday party and a bunch of little kids over and you want to give the parents, when they come to pick up their kids, some instant photos. I think that would be a great use. Very reasonably priced. I think currently you could get this pack of 20 prints, so 2 cartridges. I think less than 80 cents, 70 something cents a print. So very, very reasonably priced. So that's it. I hope this helps you guys. I'd like to thank everyone that watches my videos. Thank you very, very much. I'd like to thank everyone that purchased my Lightroom presets and my Photoshop actions. It's because of you that I could do these free videos. Thank you very, very much. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.